Good morning, friends. I think we're still in the morning.
Just about.
Just about. Of course, good afternoon or good evening, depending on when you're rewatching this, perhaps. I am Snoogans, and I'm joined by the fantastic Tom Bowler and our wonderful producer, Dork Mistress, for this gold medal JRDA game between the wonderful Borderland Beasts Roll Derby and Demonburgh Junior Roll Derby as well.
So yeah, we'll go through the lineups for these two games. We'll start with Demonburgh, who have number 7 Avatar, 1 Tornado, 1-0 Mari Dangerous, 101 Sweet Tooth, 11 Crazy Cat, 150 Hammerhead, 178 CC Wiz, 2 Pika and your captain, 210 Demo Gordon, 24 Dab, 252 Maiden Hell, 28 Nightwing, 33 Gilius, 4 She-Wolf and 666 Block Sabbath.
Thank you. And we also have Borderland Beast Junior Roll Derby. We have 123 Impact, 18 Power Tower, 19 Thing 1, 276 Hazmat, 3 is Hurricane Haggis, 4 Queen of Hearts, 47 Noxious, 63 Sam D Hell P, 64 is Aussie Offense and their captain, 71 is Opium, 777 is Hatchet Girl, 83 is Red Faced Riot, and 898 is Alex Explosive. Does look like our skaters are primed and ready on the track.
Heading to the track, yeah, and so Demonburgh will be playing in the red, Borderland Beasts will be playing in black. I already see the skaters taking to the track. Aussie Offense, the captain for Borderland Beast, taking the star to start with. I can't quite see who's got that for Demonburgh at the moment.
Of course, they're forward facing us, so we can't see the number.
We can't see the number, and there's a great big white bar blocking our view from up here in the balcony, so we've got nothing on screen at the moment. You're having to look at our faces, you lucky people.
Just seen the update on our screens. It's Avatar.
Oh, there we go. You've got a screen now with players and details of who's going to be on the track. So it is Avatar who's going to be there. We
have the technology.
We have the technology. I mean, we have someone in control of it.
The fantastic real-time events providing our stream this weekend. Internationally renowned. Of course, they ran the Roll Derby World Cup. Brilliant, folks. But yeah, of course. This should be a fantastic matchup. Both these teams have had a fantastic season. We will be running alternating jams. So we'll be running 2 level 3 jams and a level 2 jam. And we'll be able to talk you through what that entails as we get into it.
So we are underway. And it is Aussie Offense trying to get down the inside line past and then going to the outside line, picking up lead jammer for Borderland Beasts.
So, Aussie Offense coming round on a scoring pass. Avatar still looking for that initial, some really nice solo blocking from Hazmat at the back of the pack. Aussie through on a scoring pass. Level 3 jam is essentially standard roller derby as you know it, full contact, all the normal rules of the WFTDA rule set. So this is going to be what you understand as...
This is roller derby as you know it, indeed. We will get to a level 2 jam, jam 3, that will be our first level 2 jam. We'll talk you through the differences when we get there. But at the moment this is Aussie Offense pushing his way through the front of the pack and past Sweet Tooth to pick up a third scoring pass for Borderland. I believe that Avatar is still on their scoring pass.
Yeah, pushing hard. Obviously, he's making progress because has managed to advance the pack around the track, and it looks like we have had ourselves a star pass.
Pika has taken the star, so we now have both captains with the stars on their heads fighting 4 points for their teams. Pika getting through the inside and completing their initial pass, as it looks like Thing 1 is going to the bench. So we have a blocker apiece in the bench. It is Demo Gordon for Demonburgh, Thing 1 for Borderland Beasts. Borderland calling that jam before Pika could get around picking up any points.
Yeah, narrowly denied.
And that is a 20-point start for Borderland. Borderland, who were winners of the Southern Division of the JRDA competition. They only had 2 games to play, winning both of those. Demonburgh coming top of the Northern section, having 3 games, and they're winning all 3 of their games that they played this season.
Alexplosive with some nice footwork and control, seeing themselves out of the pack. Crazy Cat pushing against that wall at the front. Meanwhile, Alexplosive completing that initial pass round and scoring already. Some nice recycling from Hatchet Girl.
Little jump over the legs there of Tornado, getting Alexplosive through, and for their second scoring pass. Sent to the outside, coming down, completing the third, whilst we have Jammer, Crazy Cats trying to get down and complete their initial pass for Demonburgh. Oh, and it looks like we're going to have a power jam. Oh, no, they're being told to Ref Leopard telling Crazy Cat to return to track. They hadn't committed any offence, so they're now back on this and has completed their initial pass on their scoring pass as Alexplosive is coming around. Oh, and a lovely hop and a skip. Crazy Cat not sure if they landed that. Oh, they thought they had.
Yeah, that is going to be a cut though.
They didn't.
Very unfortunate. Alexplosive completing that scoring pass, calling the jam for a 24-point jam, and freezing Crazy Cat into the penalty box for a power jam start on what will be our first level 2 jam of the game. Do you want to run us through level 2?
Level 2, it's extremely similar to level 3. In fact, the main difference you look out for is that no one's allowed to accelerate into any contact. So it's all about positional blocking.
Yep.
And trying to move people. Once you're in contact, you can push.
Yes.
But you can't accelerate in to deliver a hit and try and knock someone off through contact.
Mm-hmm. It's about like those driving contact, isn't it?
Once you've kind of come into contact, you can then push and move people forward. Obviously, and with this being a level 2 and they're starting with a power jam, they've had to change who's sitting in the box. So whilst it was Crazy Cat who got the penalty, then played over, and Maiden Hell has sat the remainder of the penalty as a level 2 skater.
Yeah.
People who are level 3 can play in the level 2 jams. They just have to abide by the rule set of it being level 2.
Absolutely.
Because actually what we do have is, I think, Borderland only have 1 skater who is still level 2, hasn't made it to level 3 yet. Demonburgh do have 3 skaters who are level 2. So the rest of the pack and the skaters on track will be made up by level 3, but obeying the rule set of level 2.
And equally, if we had ended this jam with a level 2 skater in the penalty box, we would be switching them out.
They would definitely have to come out
for a level 3 skater to move into the next jam. It's just a great way to enable more skaters to be able to participate in sort of like full games instead of minimising sort of to only certain games, and sort of it enables accessibility.
It is. There's a level 1 as well. When skaters join a junior league, they will start at level 1 and they'll go through kind of learning how to skate, learning the rules, and then they'll work their way up through what they're allowed to do on track. Level 2, so is slightly more advanced, but still not quite there, and they're still learning. Once they've been able to demonstrate they can take the contact and deliver the contact. Same as the adult skaters. We have to demonstrate. We have to be able to play safely. Just at the junior level, you get more access. I think with that kind of level 2, you're allowed to get involved in gameplay, and you can be part of the team where you're seeing exactly what's going on, what's involved in level 3, and it really helps those skaters grow and learn the sport and being part of the team.
Yeah. No, it's absolutely fantastic, and it's times like official timeouts like this that give us the opportunity to really kind of break down sort of the minutiae of the junior sport, because it's so important. And anybody who's familiar with junior roller derby, and particularly these teams, you may notice some familiar faces that aren't on track, and that's because they have now aged out of the sport and they're now playing for adult teams. So you may notice skaters like Sirius Block, who is no longer eligible for junior play. Your son is no longer.
My son, and Jack in the Box, who's also on the bench for Borderland Beasts with Sirius Block. Both of Jono's kids, they both aged out. So whilst they were able to play in the World Cup.
Yes.
But that was their last hurrah in junior derby. Not able to take part because the season starts 1st of September. Yes. So they are now past that cut-off point. They're considered too old to play junior derby.
What a phrase. Too old for junior derby.
I also class as too old for junior derby.
You and me both, mate. But these folks right here on track are definitely not too old for junior derby. Brilliant apex jump there from Hazmat, getting a very speedy 4 points and calling off the jam before Pika was able to snag anything.
So those last couple of jams, Borderland have only picked up 4 points in each of those last 2 jams after the 2 really big starts. Demonburgh started to get a bit more on the defensive side, being able to, but also getting the offense in to get their jammer out, so that they're having to call this. The Beasts want to kind of minimise the points that Demonburgh can get. But Demonburgh are getting out straight away, and we see it again. CC Wiz is out straight after and quickly facing down Alex Explosive. Lovely little jump on the inside. The whistle hasn't gone, and they pick up the first 4 points for Demonburgh. You can probably hear the cheers in the crowd. The parents and the watchers here.
Absolutely superb. Another skip and a jump from CC. I had the opportunity to do some officiating at a mixed juniors event in August, hosted in Nottingham, and I was in the penalty box, so had a really great view of the track, and honestly, I couldn't be more complimentary of CC Wiz. They jammed a lot that day, so it's really great to see them in action with the Star today. I think they could be a real boon in the pocket for Demonburgh.
They're going to be huge for Demonburgh, and also for Team GB going into the World Cup in 2027. The GB Juniors have been, as well as having their main side who went to the World Cup, they've been developing the talent. They've had a development squad running alongside. CC Wiz has been part of that. In fact, quite a few of the Demonburgh, I think there's more development squad in the Demonburgh side than there are on the Borderland Beast side. And there's a lot of up-and-coming talent in this Demonburgh side who are going to be a force when it comes to that 2027 World Cup, which is going to be held in Scotland as well. So it's going to be not just home for GB, it's going to be home for these Demonburgh players.
So great jam just there. Beasts were lead, however, we had Julius jamming. Yes, absolutely. Of course, because he's benching, Jono's got to have the cow suit on. But Julius got through, picked up points, managed to get 3-2 over the Beasts when they were lead.
Yeah. But back to lead for Borderland Beasts and Aussie offense.
Pika going to take a seat in the box, so that pivot star pass option has been removed for Avatar. Nearly through on the outside, but does get taken off and recycled. Nearly a big hit there from Demogorgon.
And Thing One picking up a direction penalty, so they now have 2 Borderland blockers in the box as Pika returns as the pivot for Demonburgh, looking at trying to create some space for Avatar, but being closely blocked by Hazmat, and then Hazmat rushing to the front to try and knock them out. That's happened, and Avatar now back on and completes their initial pass. As Aussie offense completes their fourth scoring pass.
Certainly looks like it.
Fifth scoring pass. There go the points. That was a 20-0 jam in favour of the Beasts.
So we're just over 10 minutes in, 82 points to 11 in favour of Borderland Beasts. Demonburgh had a real kind of spurt of energy just there, managed to kind of capitalise. We've got number 11, Crazy Cat back on for Demonburgh up against Al Explosive. Alex is our foremost jammer. However, it looks like he has picked up a penalty.
Has indeed. So Crazy Cat is another one of the development squad at Team GB with a power jam and lead jam status for Demonburgh, signalling the offense. Go, go, go! Just try to get in there, mix them up. That is the first lead that Demonburgh have got. Although they do seem to have... No, sorry, they don't have anyone in the penalty box. The colours are very confusing on our screen. So it's got the colours of the teams, which is red and black. And if someone goes to the box, it goes red for Borderland B. So it suddenly looked like everyone was in the box. But they're not. They are on track. They're trying to stop Al Explosive, who jumps down the apex, but doesn't land it inbounds. Picks up a cut track penalty.
So this power jam is going to continue.
Yeah.
Crazy Cat already on a 12-point jam. Demonburgh not having to worry about stopping the jam, are able to go full offense, and it's definitely paying off. Hatchet Girl with a very well-placed hip check.
So Al Explosive back on, was looking at going down that apex, but then goes to the outside. So having failed to jump it last time, he's going to juke to the outside and now completes their initial pass. But that's a massive jam for Demonburgh, picking up 16. There's a couple more bats go on here. 19 points.
19 points, wow.
So big jam there for Demonburgh, helped out by the fact that Al Explosive had to sit 2 penalties, one for illegal contact, one for a cut track.
It looks like we're moving into...
So this is jam 9, so this is a level 2 jam.
It is indeed.
Demonburgh getting the lead with number 4, Queen of Hearts.
That'll be the Beasts.
But looks like Maidenhell has gone to the penalty box. So it is a power jam for the Beasts. There's now no pack with Rojambo trying to keep the pack. I'm reading the name off the shirt. It says Rojambo, but actually on the list we've got, he's down as Samdi Help. There's a few that have got different names depending on who they play for. I know that when so Rojambo has that when he's at Team GB. Al Explosive at the World Cup was Twinkle Toes.
Wonderful.
So it's like... a shout from Tristan Shout on the bench for Borderland Beasts to call that. But not before Demonburgh have been able to pick up 1 point. That is 10, and we have an official review being called by Jono. As you can see him on your screen now in his wonderful inflatable costume.
Just brings me joy.
He didn't have or anything like that at the World Cup. He was very serious.
That's fair. That's fair. I think it is a strictly Borderland Beasts outfit.
I think we could have looked at getting him a dragon outfit or a lion outfit or something, or a unicorn, because that was the
maybe
the
like
packs.
a griffin, like it encompass everything, and just plonk a unicorn horn on top for Scotland.
Yeah.
But of course, once we have information about our official review, we will update you.
So if you are watching us at home, you can join in the conversation by joining our Discord channel. If you know how to do that, go do that. I wish I could tell you how to, but I struggle with the technology these days. I'm not quite sure what to do. But yes, go onto your favourite app choice for downloading apps and download Discord. Or go online onto a website and type in discord.com, and then I'm sure if you search for Five Nations Roller Derby, you'll find something that you need to, and you can join in. You can send us messages from wherever you are. I do know.
Shout-outs.
Huh?
We can give you a shout-out.
We can shout out. I'm going to give a shout out now because I do know that maybe not on our Discord channel, but watching us from Spain. A big shout out to Julie in Spain, who's Demo Gordon's mum, playing for Demonburgh. Not sure why she chose Spain over Stoke for this weekend. I mean, come on. Big shout out to Julie, who's joined in to watch this. Demo Gordon is there in the centre of your screen, just talking to Hazmat and Avatar. We do have some kind of interesting facts supplied by the Borderland Beasts. Since they before they were the Borderland Beasts, they were called the Stamford Slayers.
Yes.
Yeah, and the record for Stamford Slayers was they never won a game.
Okay, so a name changes.
And they changed their name to Borderland Beasts, and they haven't lost a game.
Well done.
So, if you're out there, if you're on a bit of a losing streak, perhaps that's the key. Give yourself a name change.
So what you're saying is Shakespeare knew nothing when he said what's in a name.
What's in a name? Clearly what's in a name is the difference between a win and a loss.
Yeah. That's really interesting. Maybe it's a mindset thing. Of course, they fall under the Borderland umbrella, along with Borderland Bandits and Borderland Brawlers, who are more now sort of a rec league, as my understanding.
And I think the name change has helped. It kind of brought them into that kind of family. Yeah. And people go, oh right, okay, it's Borderland. And
yes.
And there's an adult thing, and it's a more recognised name than Stamford.
Yeah.
In roller derby, although they are still based in Stamford, that is where they train, it's where they play.
Stamford, the second home for roller derby.
Yes.
Various events have been hosted there now. Lots of Tier 1 events there last year.
We are still trying to wait for an update on the official review here on track 2. So this is the gold medal match. So this will see the winners of this game take hold of the gold medal. The runners-up, and that because they are runners-up, they won't be the losers. They will be the runners-up in this competition. Will be getting their silver medals. So it looks like the official review has come to an end. I don't know what it was for, and I'm not sure. I didn't see what the box was like before we actually started this, but we do have Pika sat in the box, so it could be that they've tried to get a penalty called on the jammer, or it could be that they were already sat down. Sorry, I wasn't fully aware of what the situation was, but we are going to see. We are going to see Hazmat with the Star and Aussie offense there, talking to him. Aussie taking the pivot. Stripe for Borderland. Big shout there from Demonburgh to roll back onto Hazmat. They try to knock him to the inside, but he gets through and picks up lead for the Beasts.
Of course, as soon as we have the information, we will provide to you. But looking at the penalty board, it does look like a penalty, a legal positioning penalty was issued to Pika in the last jam. So I'm guessing that was the outcome of that official review.
Yeah. Pika stood on 20 seconds, so they started in the box. So it looks like it was probably. The official review was one. Oh, hang on. Official review black requested a legal contact penalty on red jammer too high for level 2 because it was a level 2 jam, and that was upheld. So that's right. That's why people went to the box. Meanwhile, of course, when you're doing level 3, then level 2, you've got to change your mindset. You've got to remember you can't just go in and deliver those big hits that you've done in the last 2 jams that you've possibly been involved in. So yeah, Jono will be pleased. That's another official review 1 under his belt. Oh, and I think we are going to have another official review, this time called by Jack of Demonburgh. So that last jam was a 14-point jam for the Borderland Beast, and it took them over the 100 mark to 106 points. Demonburgh currently on 31. So 2 jams on the trot, 2 official reviews on the trot. This time for Demonburgh. And once again, as soon as we have information on the official review, we will relay that to you.
Of course. We do have about a quarter of this half left.
So we've played 16.5 minutes of this first half.
We've still got so much roller derby for you today,
so
folks.
Much, yeah. So coming up after this, we have the Tier 3. No, we don't. We have the Tier 2 gold medal match, and then after that, it will be the Tier 3 gold level match, which will be between the Valkyries and currently it is the Big Bucks High Rollers who are 87 points up to 62 against Battersea on track 1. They have played 12.5 minutes of the second half.
That differential is closed considerably from when we started. Last time I looked, Big Bucks were up, I think, about 40 to about 10.
Ah, yeah, and that last jam, Battersea have picked up 8 points, so it's down to a 21-point differential with 17 minutes left. So that's the game over on track 1. That's deciding who will play the Valkyries in the gold medal match as the last game on this track here. This track today is all about medals. This is all medals. Our first game was the bronze medal match, which saw Sheffield Juniors beat Newcastle Juniors to take the bronze medal. You now have the gold medal match for the juniors. You've got the gold medal match for Tier 2, where the semi-finals were played yesterday, and then you'll have the Tier 3 gold medal match from the games that have just been played, or the game that was played prior to this on track 1, and the game being played now on track 1. So it looks like that official review has come to an end. I did have a quick check. There was no one in the box to start with, and there's still no one in the box, so it looks like whatever the official review was, they did not win it. So we are going to go into Jam 11, and the Stars are explosive there. He's stood at the back, around the corner, in front of the penalty box, taking a bit of a run up, and it's CC Wiz with the star for Demonburgh.
Oh, I'm excited.
Oh, Hazmat skips. Sorry, so Al Explosive skips down the inside. CC Wiz tries to get down the inside, but it's knocked off by Rojambo. So the official review called by Demonburgh was to request illegal contact on the Black Jammer, but there was no penalty issued, so their official review has been lost for this half. Obviously, we do get a second official review in the second half. And a quick jam there, 4-0 for Borderland Beasts.
Got ourselves another level 2 jam.
And it's going to be Gilius up against Impact. Impact is a level 2 jammer for Borderland.
As is Gilius.
As is Gilius for Demonburgh. In fact, Impact is the only level 2 skater on the roster for Borderland. Just showing you the strength in depth of that Borderland squad. But Impact trying to push, so just guide, can't go in and deliver a hit, but can, once they've made contact, just push and say create some space, which they did there to get lead jammer status for Borderland Beast. But the Demonburgh jammer Impact is just behind and coming down on their scoring pass. But it is Impact who is through for Beast, as Gilius has completed a scoring pass. So that was a 4-apiece jam.
Very nice, very nice. We will be starting with a pack advantage to Demonburgh, 1 blocker in the box for the Beasts.
There is Opium in the box, who picked up a cut track penalty at the end of that last jam. It will be Pika up against Aussie offence. So the two captains with the Stars. And a slow, tentative start of feeling each other out. Aussie offence just guiding Pika into the Beasts pack. But Thing 1 picking up a penalty. But Pika is now clear of the pack and on a scoring pass.
Tristan Shout clearly making it aware why he is so called. That very defined 3-2-1.
It is going to be Crazy Cat up against Al Explosive again, as we saw that match-up a few jams ago. Underway, and Crazy Cat just seeing the line on the inside, just stood there. The Beast defense didn't react, and Crazy Cat was able to just run straight down that inside line, and that's just the second lead for Demonburgh. So it'll be interesting to see if they run this to try and put some points on the board. Oh no, they're not. They're going to call that. They're going to have that as a 4-apiece jam.
Beasts running a little bit of a revolving door action in the penalty box. One blocker being released with literally as another one enters the box.
Yeah, so it's Sam D. Hell P, who has gone to the box for a direction penalty. They're going to be going into a level 2 jam. So this is a level 2 jam with Maiden Hell up against Hurricane Haggis. You'd expect Hurricane Haggis would be on the Scottish side, but no, Hurricane Haggis is on the Borderland Beasts. The Scottish side, Demonburgh, who are travel down from Edinburgh have Maidenhell as their jammer. Good solid defensive work from the Demonburgh wall. But, Hurricane Haggis is able to force their way through and pick up lead jammer, but straight behind them is Maidenhell. And they call that, and that is going to be our first 0-0 jam of the game.
Yeah, Maidenhell matching stride for stride. Would have been very, very little space between them to try and...
Yeah, they were so close to each other getting out. So, Beast deciding to call that one, just give it 0-0.
Hazmat and Avatar sharing a little high five on the jam line before it starts. Demogorgon once again up the front trying to shut things down, but Hazmat does just get round to pick up lead. Meanwhile, Avatar working through the pack. Hazmat unseen on the inside line, completes the scoring pass.
It is Dab who has gone for a sit down in the penalty box for Demonburgh. So a pack advantage to Borderland, but great knock off to the inside there by Pika, getting Hazmat off and being recycled, but Hazmat then just finds the line on the inside.
On what is now a power jam, Avatar picking up a cut.
So this is going to be a power jam and a chance for the Beast to take their lead to beyond 100 points. Oh, they're not going to. Tristan Shout telling them to call it, so that is going to take them to 134, just 5 short of being 100 points in the lead.
Did manage to call it quickly enough to freeze Avatar in the box.
So I think it was... Actually, that was CC Wiz that was... Oh, now we get confused. It says CC Wiz on our screens, but it is...
Yeah, they've switched it back.
They've switched it back. It is now Avatar who is... I think they thought that perhaps they were changing to a different level jam, but they weren't. So they still have to sit their penalty as normal. Explosive has picked up a cut track. So this is going to be a power jam, and it's going to be a full 2-minute jam, because I believe he was assessed lead before getting that penalty.
Got just under a minute and a half left of that jam, and I do believe we've just had a star pass as well. Yeah, Crazy Cat now in possession of the star.
This is the third power jam. Well, it was the third power jam, which is going to for Borderland. There is Crazy Cat. Oh, just getting a bit of jammer on jammer action there. Alex Explosive knocking Crazy Cat to the floor.
Some definite defensive jamming. Oh, nice clean lines around the outside for Crazy Cat.
But a nice clean line on the inside there for Alex Explosive. Just no one near them there as Crazy Cat comes round. Oh, big hit by Row Jambo by Sam Hell DP.
Oh, that was very nice. Great footwork. Bill skipping a jump, sees Crazy Cat through for another 4. Yeah, that full-length jam brings us to just 4 minutes remaining of the half.
And a good jam for the Beast there, taking that 20 points in their favour to 8 for Demonburgh. So That extends their lead. They are now 107 points ahead. 154 plays 47, and we have a timeout. Is that an official timeout? It is.
Looks like it.
So on the jammer rotation side, Borderland are playing kind of with 6 jammers, three rotation on their level 3 jams, and then a 3 jammer rotation on their level 2 jams. Whereas Demonburgh, they've got 5 jammers on their level 3 rotation and 2 jammers on their level 2. And I think this is one of the things with juniors. I think they're all so young, they're all so fit, they're all so keen and eager that actually most of them want to jam.
Yeah.
They all want to be that one that gets out there and does one, which is great because they play all the positions. Kind of through that junior derby. They play as a jammer, which they play as a blocker. It improves them as pivots, and it just really gives them a real good overall skill set, ability, and understanding of each role within the team, which really helps them for the future. Right, so that official timeout has come to an end, and we are underway. It is Impact for Beast up against Gileas. And it is Gileas who has picked up lead for Demonburgh. That's just their 3rd lead jam of the game. But some space on the inside allows Impact through. So this is a level 2 jam. Gileas through and picking up 4 points.
Goes past his bench, just being told to run it.
But Impact also able to get round and complete a scoring pass for the Beasts.
Oh my goodness.
Even whilst at level 2 you can't accelerate into contact, you can accelerate to complete an apex jump. So a little skip down the inside there from Impact to pick up the 4 points. This time just coming to a stop and just using some footwork to try and move rather than push and guide. Duking around, trying to create the space, which they do to pick up 4 more points, and they are told to call that. So Demonburgh winning that jam 12 points to 8. Takes them over the 50-point mark to 59. Borderland Beasts on 162. We have just over 2 minutes left of this first half. We are going to see once again Pika up against Aussie Offence.
Avatar will be starting in the penalty box as Maiden Hell, as Pivot had picked up a penalty right at the end of the jam. She is a level 2 skater.
So as the level 2 skater went out, we have Avatar as the pivot in the box, but we have Aussie Offence out and lead jammer for the Beasts. But Demonburgh's Pika is also clear. And Aussie Offence as jammer for the Beasts has a 100% record every time they have come out to jam. They have been the lead jammer. He's getting round Dab at the front there. But also Pika has completed a 2nd scoring pass, so they are just matching each other point for point here. Aussie Offence just trying to break up the pack, break up the wall of the Demonburgh blockers. Complete scoring pass as Pika this time is being held up by the Beasts. Finds a space on the inside. There's a bit of confusion as people were looking at the ref to see who was getting a penalty. Pika went, well, it's not me. I'm going to go down the inside line here.
Some really great blocking from the Demonburgh blockers. There's a really nice 3-wall going on. Dab and Demogorgon in particular, along with just that 1-0-1. Sweet Tooth, real powerhouse 3-wall.
Demogorgon and Dab both part of that GB development squad that we have spoke about earlier. And that jam comes to an end, and we have 24 points for the Beast, 20 for Demonburgh. So big scoring jam, but only 4 points gained in essence for the Beasts. And someone has called a timeout to stop the clock on 1 second so we can get another jam in this first half.
We've had an official review. I forgot that Jono had won his official review and retained.
So is he actually going to copy Billion, or is he using this as a timeout?
He's using it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just having a look at the penalty board while we're in this official review. Number 19 with the Borderland Beasts, Thing 1 is in the danger zone on 6 penalties. Everyone else, we've got either single penalties or we've got a couple of people on 4. So nothing particularly hairy there.
I think what's interesting is if you look at the Demonburgh penalties, everyone has a penalty apart from 2 people. But they've all got 1, apart from 252 Maidenhell, who has picked up 4 penalties. But everyone else has just got 1.
Yeah.
So nice.
A real sort of clear spread.
Yeah. Beasts have got 19 penalties so far through this game. 6 of those are with Thing 1. Demonburgh have just 16 penalties between them, and 4 of them are with Maidenhell,
who has been sort of a main jammer in those level 2 jams.
Yes, yeah. You know, and once we know what this official review was called for, we'll give the results. Perhaps those penalties may change. Someone might get 1 added, or someone may get 1 rescinded. At the moment, we do have Thing 1 sat in the box for a multiplayer on 6 penalties. Perhaps they're trying to get them out, or perhaps they're trying to get someone.
Can you imagine if Jono wins another official review? We'll never hear the end of it.
So it was requested for a multiplayer on 19 to be rescinded for an incorrect call. However, the call stands. So, yep, that was just trying to get Thing 1 out of the box. I think on 6 penalties, you think, and with 1 second left, no, it's worth a shout, isn't it?
Exactly. if you've won a review and you've retained it, you might as well use it instead of lose it.
Yeah.
It does mean we will get 1 more jam on this half.
It will be Alexplosive up against CC Wiz. And it's Alexplosive who is through.
Wiz is also out.
CC Wiz is going to try a took off almost from before the pivot line there. So he does a little hop down the inside to complete their second scoring pass. CC Wiz picking up 3 with on that one, finding space down the inside line, getting the full 4. Oh no, that time getting a cut track penalty. Didn't find space on the inside, found the space on the inside of the track.
That's not where you need to be.
That's not. You need to stay on the track to pick up those points. So this is a chance for the Beasts to really extend that lead some more. They've already taken it past the 200, and now Explosive taps the hips and calls that jam off and brings this first half to an end.
So, your half-time scores, folks. 202 points to the Borderland Beasts Junior Roller Derby, to 79 points to Demonburgh Junior Roller Derby. We are going to take a bit of a break.
We're going to take a short break. Indeed, we'll be back with about a minute before we start the second half. If you want to go watch the action on track 1, that is currently Big Bucks High Rollers 106 up against London Battersea on 81. There's 10 minutes left. So, you've got just enough time to go watch that on track 1 and then come back here to join us for the second half of this gold medal match, which currently is Borderland Beast 202, Demonburgh Junior Roller Derby 81.
Points still to go on the board.
There's some more points there going on the board. So that's the end of this half.
Yep.
I've been Tom Bowler.
I have been and will continue to be Snoogans.
And we've been joined ably by Dork Mistress as our producer, bringing us all the stats and figures for that first half. We will see you in about 12 and a half minutes.
Cool. Thanks, folks. Welcome back, friends, Romans, countrymen, silly little guys. We are 45 seconds away from getting this game restarted. We've been having a look over on the other track, and it's exciting.
It is. It has finished on the other.
Oh, is it now finished?
Yeah, there is an unofficial final score of London Battersea 98, Big Bucks High Rollers 121. So that means Big Bucks High Rollers will go on to face Manchester Valkyries in the gold medal match.
Exciting stuff.
And London Battersea will face Devon in the bronze medal match.
You can hear me talking about that with someone.
Yeah, if you want to. If you watch that on the stream on track 1, you will hear Snoogs talking about that. If you're going to make your way down to Stoke for the rest of the games, then you'll hear me talking about that one in-house with Jugger. That will be the last game of the day on track 1.
Be myself and the wonderful Duke Special.
Yeah, and Duke Special will be on track 1 on the stream for that game. But you have me, Tom Bowler, and the wonderful Snoogs here on track 2, joined by the wonderful Dork Mistress producing for us and supplying us with stats and figures. What we did see in that first half, we had 20 jams. 17 of those leads went to Borderland Beasts. 3 went to Demonburgh. But I think what stood out with looking at it is Demonburgh passed the star in jam 1, and then never again. So despite all those leads they didn't get, that star was never passed.
Interesting.
So it was always the jammer trying to get those points. But we are back underway here in the second half. Sorry to delay that. Is Aussie offence.
We did start with the briefest of power jams, but everybody is back on track now.
It is. Pika is seeing this matchup again. Aussie offence against Pika. Aussie offence and Pika, 2 of the stars from the Team GB Junior World Cup. I have many memories of watching Aussie and Pika playing catch with an American football on the beach in the Gold Coast.
All right.
I know. I know it's not about me; it's about them. But their memories are going to be so special from that time. And it's great that they come here and they're playing against each other. They're giving themselves that challenge of playing against each other. And for the first time, we're seeing Sam DLP with the star for the Beast, and they got lead as well. And they're going to have a power jam as Crazy Cat has gone for a cut track penalty, so we'll be sitting for 30 seconds unless Sam. You see the Beast lining up to deliver some offence there. They clear some space. Sam DLP is still pushing at the inside of that track, but is not off.
CC Wiz is a real double threat. Seen them doing some great jamming so far today as well, but did just manage to low block.
Yeah, Sam DLP is getting a low block penalty. So we're going to have jammers through. The Crazy Cat had already been released, so it will be a full 30 seconds for Sam DLP. And it will be a full 2-minute jam to start this second half. This is the second jam of the second half. Second jam of the second half. We'll go for 2 minutes. It's all the 2s. And there are 2 blockers in the box, one from each side. In fact, there's a switcheroo of blockers from Demonburgh.
There's a number of blockers. That is a tiny pack.
There's a tiny pack which Crazy Cat jumps over to pick up 4 points for Demonburgh, as Sam DLP is back on track, trying to make a way down the outside, which does so successfully to pick up 4 points. But Crazy Cat also close behind with another 4 points. This is 8 apiece so far in this jam, which has 3, 2, 1 second left. There goes the whistles.
Big hit to Crazy Cat right at the end there. Did they manage to pick up points right at the end? I think they did.
Nothing for Crazy Cat for that, but there was 4 for Sandy Helpe, who has taken the score to 222. So
all the
Jam 2 in the second half went for 2 minutes, and Borderland Beasts are now on 222 points. Oh,
there's somebody who's well into angel numbers who's just having like the best day.
So, yay! Love those numbers.
So we're moving into a level 2 jam.
Oh, if it's only the last one.
It's got to be. Impact and Mari Hell, Mari Dangerous, my mistake, who is your lead jammer. So that's lead for Demonburgh.
Yeah, so it's just the 4th lead that Demonburgh have got in this game.
Impact still looking for that initial. Got some nice walls on display from both teams. Some really great positional blocking.
So yeah, so it's the 4th lead jam for Demonburgh. It's the first time they've got lead jam at the level 2 in one of the level 2 jams. So it'll be interesting to see if there's any difference in how they play this one out. You know, we've got
There's a back block being awarded to Mari Dangerous, unfortunately.
So again, we will have another full 2-minute jam, and Impact will have 30 seconds of power jam for the for Borderland Beasts as they come round. Just trying to find some space, but being cut off on the inside. Looks at the outside. That is Maiden Hell, who has guided them off track.
Looks like Mari is going to be released from the penalty box, and she is out.
And Impact picking up a cut track penalty, so now it will be a power jam for Demonburgh. As that jam comes to the centre, it'll be a power jam start for Demonburgh.
With a pack advantage as well. So still got one blocker in the box.
So because that was going from a level 2 to a level 3 jam, they were changing the jammer in the box. Aussie Offence went and sat down and was then reminded that actually he was wearing the pivot hat this time. Normally wears the star, occasionally wears the pivot. He thought, oh, I'll go sit down. But no, Aussie Offence is on as the pivot, trying to stop Pika, who has the star. Pika just showing a bit of pace there to get out the front and pick up lead jam for Demonburgh. So that's 2 on the trot, lead jams for Demonburgh.
Some really clean crossovers from Pika, seeing him all the way around. Just absolute pace, exactly what you said, just putting a real shift in. And that pass sees Demonburgh breaking the century.
As Hazmat comes out the box, delivers a hit on Avatar to clear some space down the inside to complete their initial pass. Pika getting the shout of call it, which she does, having picked up 3 more points, I think it was. 3 more points, so it was a 7-0 jam. I think it's probably one of the first times the Beasts have been held to 0. There's not going to be many jams where the Beasts haven't scored. So that's just their second, now their third jam where they've not scored any points. So it does take the Demonburgh over the 100 mark.
We've got Alex Explosive coming out as lead jammer. CC Wiz taking a tumble but recovering very quickly. And sights are locked and loaded on Alex Explosive, giving significant chase.
I've seen Alex Explosive skate a fair bit, and he's really quick, but looks so slow when CC Wiz is out there. CC Wiz is just phenomenally fast. Alex is like, it's like, I don't care. I'm just sitting around. Like, no, CC Wiz is like gone from 3/4 of a lap to a quarter of a lap.
So much speed in such a confined space of human.
So we are moving into a level 2. well, we were going to, but we're going to have a timeout called by Jack on the bench for Demonburgh. I think they've called that timeout so they can get one of their skaters some medical assistance, as you see the medic crossing over to the box. So we'll just have a timeout whilst that is going on. So this will be a level 2 jam. It's going to see Hurricane Haggis for the Beasts up against Maidenhell for Demonburgh.
Never fails to make me smile. Big thank you to our medics this weekend, taking care of everybody, and medics across the land looking after roller derbyists. Both our skaters, volunteers, officials, and spectators, should you ever find yourself at an event and you're in need of assistance. The medics are there for you as well.
Yeah, they are there for everyone. They do a fantastic job. We appreciate them immensely. And that timeout has come to an end. This is a level 2 jam which is about to get underway. We said it is Maidenhell up against Hurricane Haggis as we go into jam 6. Some good defensive work from both there. So Noxious picks up a penalty, as does Road Jambo, Sandy LP, and it is thirdly jam on the trot. No bit for Demonburgh. Maidenhell getting through on this level 2 jam, so it's certainly the secondly jam on the trot at level 2.
Yeah, most definitely. Really nice to see them picking up some momentum.
Yeah.
Hurricane Haggis now out of the pack as well. A little bit too much contact there, taking Maidenhell off track. So that's a penalty being awarded. Yeah, for Queen of Hearts. So that's one less blocker for Maiden to contend with. Both jammers now approaching the pack.
Maidenhell just finding their way through the 3 blockers, followed half a track behind Hurricane Haggis, completing another scoring pass. Maidenhell just gliding through, finding the space, as does Haggis, finding some space on the outside. Now the tripod forming, but again Maidenhell just being able to find those little gaps right on the edge. And does call that jam.
And minimises damage as well. Only 1 more point picked up by Beasts.
So a 7-point gain in that jam for Demonburgh. 1, 2, 3 they are now on. If you love your numbers, there's 1, 2, 3, and the other one's a palindromic 1, 2, 4, 2 for the Beasts.
Brings me great joy.
Great joy.
You know I love a palindrome, Tom. Just a quick shout out to the Track 2 chat. Just Jules, two times 20 points in 1 jam, absolutely stonking stuff. I know this is from the last half, we're just having a look in, and yes, wow, crazy cat. Yeah, you're not talking to yourself, I promise you. We can see you, we hear you, we love you. Thank you for being with us. Hope you're enjoying the feed.
That official timeout has come to an end. A brief pause there, and before we get back underway, it is Aussie offense, but this time instead of facing Pika, they are going to be up against Avatar for Demonburgh. Avatar knocks to the outside, whilst Aussie offense finds some space on the inside to get lead jammer status for the Beasts.
Aussie already round on a scoring pass.
Demonburgh continuing their trend from the first half of not taking the star off, not passing, but we now have a power jam for Demonburgh as Aussie offence picks up a cut track penalty. That is their first penalty of the game.
Yeah.
So whilst they can continue their 100% lead record, they now have their first penalty.
Yeah, Pika made a shoulder check, clipped them to the inside, and it was just a narrow margin, but they continued moving forward, and it was just, I think it was literally like wheels bumped over that rope. Cut is cut.
Yeah, we're going to have a cut track this time on Avatar, so it's going to be a power jam for Aussie offence, who has already been released from the box. It's going to be a full 30 seconds for Avatar. Yeah, just getting knocked off on the inside. I think it's Sam the LP who took them off, and they just stepped back on in front.
Just as an aside, Sam the LP is now up on 5 penalties.
Oh.
So 2 Borderland Beasts skaters in that danger zone with 5 and 6 penalties. May not be aware, but yes, Sam DLP is the brother of Aussie offence. So whilst Aussie was picking up his first penalty, Sam DLP is already on 5. So yeah, Sam DLP, one of the kind of up-and-coming skaters as well, one of the quiet achievers within the Beasts team, living in the shadow of Aussie, but becoming a really great skater, great skater in his own right. Blocker standing in the penalty box for Demonburgh.
It is Alex Explosive who is out and lead for the Beasts, whilst Crazy Cat is trying to find their way through this solid 3-wall there. Power Tower, Red-Faced Riot. And that is Hatchet Girl going for an illegal contact penalty. So the Borderland pivot has gone to the box, but Alex Explosive will never look to pass, not whilst they lead. And Alex Explosive, not sure how he didn't hear Tristan shout calling, or whether he just didn't want to. So I'm going to get a few more points.
Yeah. Did manage to time it as such to prevent Crazy Cat from getting anything. Yeah. I did wonder if it was going to be. It was close.
So we were talking about Sam DLP and Aussie offence being siblings. Seen on the Discord chat that Demonburgh has 3 sets of siblings.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Avatar and Sweet Tooth. Gilias and CC Wiz, and then Block Sabbath and Maiden Hell.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so
a real family affair.
Real family, yeah.
Fantastic stuff.
It is a real family sport.
It really is. And right now we're on a level 2 jam. Gilias is our lead jammer.
Yeah, and that's the 3rd lead jam on the trot in a level 2 jam for Demonburgh.
It is also a power jam. Impact is in the box.
Some lovely footwork from Gilias, just trying to juke their way past Sandy LP. Oh, but Sam DLP delivering a hit to the outside.
Impact is back on track. He's up against that 3-wall of Demonburgh blockers.
Impact's trying to round, but that's another scoring pass for Gilias. That's taking them up to 12 points. There's been some big jams recently for Demonburgh. 20 a few jams ago and a 14 not long before that. So there's been some big scoring jams for Demonburgh. Gilias now on their 4th scoring pass, as Impact has now completed their initial but doesn't get round in time to pick up any points. That jam comes to its natural conclusion, and Demonburgh picking up 16 big points there, taking them to 139. Borderland Beasts on 269, and we have an official review, the first one of this half, called by Jono.
130 point differential there.
Yeah. Did you say 130?
I did.
You did. It is 130. Nice easy one.
I was going to say, that's maths I can manage.
And we also so from Discord as well. So we've got some people on our Discord giving us also some interesting facts, which is great. So the youngest skater on the Demonburgh side is just 11.
Damn.
Yeah. So they've got many years left in their junior career, and you think how they are going to improve in 7 years. You know, in 2 years you've got a World Cup. There'll be another one 2 years after that. They've still got the World Cup after that, so 2031. Yeah, so you know that World Cup 2031. You know, but they're already people now coming into the sport who are going to be keeping it going for many, many years. Not just junior derby, but you know the whole roller derby.
Absolutely.
It's great to see more and more people coming into the sport, and certainly at such a young age.
It's so exciting, and having seen some juniors sort of come through, and now seeing them sort of quote aging out and joining adult leagues, skaters that names have popped out of my head at the moment. It's been a long weekend. Nihilator, for example, who's had such a fantastic junior career, and so excited to see kind of where she goes, who she chooses to join, and I had a great chat with her a couple of weeks ago at the event, and just seeing where they're going to go and what they're going to do and bring to the sport.
Okay, so the official review was called by Black. They're requesting an illegal procedure call on red 218, improper exit from track to box. Is what we're getting. So that was 218.
Of course, if you are issued a penalty, you need to leave the track at the earliest safe opportunity. Do regularly see people being issued penalties for not leaving the track quick enough, or sort of like skating away from the pack on the track and not stepping off.
It wasn't 218, it was 210, so it was Demonburgh who's already in the penalty box, so I think they've asked for an additional penalty to be added. What we don't know is what the outcome of that was. And that jam was over so quickly, not sure how many seconds went off the clock, but Demonburgh is still sat in the penalty box. But Demonburgh did pick up one more point in that quick jam. See Sam DLP with the star for the Beasts, and CC Wiz with the star for Demonburgh, but it is Sam DLP who is quickly through the pack and lead jammer for the Beasts.
Al Explosive with a recycle on CC. Great takeoff once again by Alex. And a third time it's...
Alex Exposure this time picking up a penalty as they try and deliver some defensive work. They are going for it, sit down. Sam DLP getting the call, getting the instruction to call that, which they do, having picked up 12 unanswered points.
we've had 2 more beasts hit 5 penalties. So those numbers are creeping up now.
Yeah,
Still got 11 minutes remaining on the clock.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a heavier penalty second half. I mean, we're now at 35 penalties for the beasts, 29 for Demonburgh. So we've got, you've got 3 skaters on 5. We've still got Thing 1 on 6, so I've not seen on track. So I think they've not been putting Thing 1 out because of the being on 6 penalties. And we have another Demonburgh skater going to the box.
This is going to be another level 2 jam. Impact and Mari Dangerous are your jammers.
Solid defensive work from both packs.
So it looks like Mari is out, but not lead.
We now have lead jammer is Mari Dangerous for Demonburgh. So another level 2 jam, another lead jam for Demonburgh. It's 4 on the trot now.
And it is a power jam. Impact has been issued a cut penalty.
That's 4 level 2 jams on the trot, but that's also every level 2 jam of this second half. So that has come to an end, and it does mean that it will be also a power jam start for Demonburgh. Hazmat was trying to come on, but has now had to go and stand in the box, take over as the level 3 jammer for this jam.
And we will be starting with a small pack advantage for Demonburgh. 2 beast blockers in the box, but we also have 1 Demonburgh blocker in the box as well.
So back on the official review that was called, it was to say get a second penalty assessed to 2-0. Just looking at the penalty count, they only have 1 penalty against their name, so I'm guessing that official review was lost. We are just having, so we've got a bit of official timeout. It does look like we've got a slight problem with our scoreboard. It's frozen.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. So we're not quite sure how many points were scored in that last jam because it stopped. And now we've lost connection. So hopefully you can still see and hear us. So, this is just a connection we've lost with our scoreboard to all our other bits of technology that enables us to bring you these games.
I do believe that. I feel like that's the case. I think having gotten to this point in the weekend, and this might be, I believe it's the first scoreboard issue we've had. I think that's not bad going.
It's not, no.
Yeah.
It's the first one. So yeah, if you're enjoying watching this junior roller derby, if you've not seen or been involved in junior roller derby much before, and you have children who are wanting to join the sport, there is a number of teams around the UK. You can go onto the JRDA website and find your local team. Also, if you are already playing, there is the Team GB. They've got some boot camps coming up. Their first one is next weekend, next Sunday in Stamford. They've got a boot camp that is open to, I think it's all level 2 and level 3 skaters, so there's a chance to go along and be a part of kind of see how the Team GB setup is, see how the sessions go. There's one next week in Stamford, there's one in High Wycombe, I think that's in October, and then or in November. No, sorry, High Wycombe's in October, and then there's another one in November, which I imagine, based on where the other two are, is going to be much further north. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm trying to find it. But yeah, we'll leave that on find that. But yeah, so there is some boot camps, and then I imagine at some point after that they'll be holding tryouts to choose their squads. So the next World Cup is 2027. That's going to be held in Scotland. So go to the JRDA website or find JRDA UK on Facebook. You'll get plenty more details about the Junior Roller Derby Association. You can also get involved in JRDA. They are looking for people to help with the organisation of the World Cup. So if you have certain expertise in something, do you think you can help deliver a World Cup in Scotland in 2027, then have a look on the JRDA UK Facebook page and drop them a message.
It's so exciting, the thought of being involved in the next Junior World Cup in any capacity.
Yes, yeah. So whilst we try and get the scoreboard all fixed, so coming up next on this track here, you will be able to see the gold medal match up for the Tier 2 Five Nations Roller Derby Championships. That will be Wiltshire against Bristol. So that will be next game here. It's due to start at 2 o'clock, but we'll see how these delays here are affecting us. And then the final game here on track 2, so it's all about the medals today. It's the gold medal match for Tier 3, and that will see Valkyries versus Big Bucks.
Should both be absolutely fantastic games. All four of those teams have performed phenomenally, not just this weekend, but across the whole Five Nations season.
Yeah, and all four of those semi-finals actually get promoted, don't they? From the Tier 3 side, I think, because the winners on day one in the quarterfinals all advanced to the semi-finals, but I think because of the way they're split for their east, west, north, south, everyone gets to go up. I think.
I believe you may be correct.
I may be correct. If I'm not, then that's on me. And I apologise for feeding you false information.
Just to refer back to the World Cup, the Team GB tryout information, because it looks like things may be coming back online for us. As you mentioned, you can find all the information at teamgbrd.co.uk. The session in Stamford, as you mentioned, is absolutely on the 28th of September. In High Wycombe, 26th of October, and in Dalkeith, up in Scotland, is the 30th of November. And then official tryouts will be held between January and March of 2026.
So there you go. If you have a junior skater who wants to get involved and be a part of those sessions, go to the website, get them signed up. They can spend a day being taught by the GB coaches.
Some of whom are, of course, former GB, Team GB skaters.
Yes, yeah, I think that's the great thing as well. You see the junior skaters, when they age out, they're not just going on to be adult skaters, they're going on to be junior coaches. Quite a few involved within the junior roller derby who were junior skaters. You know, they go and play adult, but they also they're giving back. They're going in and they're going, right, I've learned so much in these last 2, 3, 5, 10 years of skating junior derby that I'm going to go back and play my part in developing the next generation, and they still want to be involved. I think it's the thing with the GBs, they've built such a great little community of junior skaters. When they come together for their training sessions, they really all start to gel together, and even once they've aged out and they can no longer be a part of the playing team, they still want to be involved.
Yeah, absolutely.
They say, I want to be involved with these people, with this setup, because it's such a great atmosphere and a great environment to kind of learn not just about derby, but there's been so many skaters who have learned so much about themselves and developed not just as skaters but as humans.
Yeah, it's that first experience for a lot of young people of finding that community, and obviously we all know, like, school can be really hard. Like, sometimes kids are mean, and not in just sort of like a throwaway way. It's we all see stuff in the news and stuff, and like we live in a difficult world sometimes, and like sometimes our hobbies and our sports and our clubs and things like that can be a real salvation. So yeah, it's wonderful that these kids and these young people have this space that they can kind of go to and have this really positive affirmation and encouragement.
So we are not sure what's going to happen. We've got a bit of a delay on getting the things sorted. So whilst we wait for that, we are going to take a short break. We're going to cut to some adverts, and when we are able to, we will come back to you.
Roller derby is played in increments called jams. Each jam lasts up to 2 minutes. Both teams field up to 5 skaters at the start of the jam. 4 of these skaters are called blockers, and 1 is called the jammer. The jammer wears a helmet cover with a star on it and scores points for the team. The blockers are playing both offense and defense at the same time, and together they make up what is called the pack. The 2 jammers start each jam behind the pack and must get through all of these skaters for an initial pass before they can begin to score points. When the initial pass is complete, a jammer can score 1 point for every opponent they pass with their hips. The first jammer out of the pack legally is declared lead jammer, which means they can end the jam anytime they want before the 2 minutes are up. Sounds easy, right? Women's flat track roller derby is played on a variety of floors and surfaces, including concrete, sport court, and wood. The track layout is 108 feet by 75 feet and is flat and oval. It also includes both outside lane and infield area for officials. You'll notice there are 2 primary lines across one side of the straightaway on the track. The back line is called the jammer line, and jammers must start each jam behind that line on the track. The other line is called the pivot line, and blockers start the jam anywhere on the track between the jammer line and the pivot line. Once the jam starts, the skaters are allowed to skate forward, past these lines, and start making contact. But they must stay on the track at all times, if they can help it.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you so much for bearing with us. Technical snafus are amended and fixed, and the gremlins have been removed, and we are right back into the action. So it looks like we are starting with a wafer-thin power jam. However, Hazmat is back on track, and Avatar is being recycled. Hazmat is round the outside, picking up a hasty lead jammer out of the penalty box.
Thing one, they're delivering a bit of defensive work, taking Avatar to the outside. And again, doing the same as Hazmat comes down the inside on their first scoring pass. Avatar knocked off to the outside, still on initial, being recycled back to just behind the jam line. But coming back on track slightly too soon and picking up a cut track penalty. So that is going to be Avatar not quite sure what's going on, but they've actually picked up a cut track penalty, and because they did not exit off by the nearest route, they have picked up a second penalty, so they will be sitting for a full minute.
They will not, because Hazmat also picked up a penalty.
Hazmat has already gone. So what should happen now is Hazmat should be immediately released, and 30 seconds should be taken off of the time that Avatar has to sit. Not the easiest thing to have to do when you're in the penalty box manager.
Jammers, of course, work in pairs, so it's all a bit. It's a thing. Speaking of things, thing one will be fouling out on 8 penalties. It looks like they'd sat in the box, gone, oh no, I fouled out, and proceeded to stand up and go, do I need to leave? But because they tried to exit the box early, they've been issued a legal procedure.
So it will be a full 2-minute jam. There is only 7 seconds left of it. Hazmat has already put on 16 points for the Beasts, even with, he had a penalty, but he went, sat down and got straight back up again.
Yeah.
Did pick up 2 more points. That was an 18-point jam for Hazmat and the Beasts. Demonburgh not even completing an initial pass, so they scored 0. You see that Avatar just talking to one of the officials, just kind of asking for clarification on exactly what's going on. That's great. The officials will feed back and say, this is what's happened, and say these skaters are still learning lots about the game, and the officials are there and will impart their wisdom as well. We'll be starting with Crazy Cat as the jammer for Demonburgh. Alex Explosive. Twinkle Toes. It's so much easier to Twinkle Toes. You really should have stuck with Twinkle Toes. With the start for with start for the Beasts. Just have an official timeout, but about to get back underway. That was the 5-second call from Kell. And Alex skips down the inside line beautifully to pick up There you go. You can see why they went with Twinkle Toes.
Yeah,
as a name,
absolutely,
because-
fair enough. Crazy Cat has made a few attempts to exit the pack, but has taken a few hits and been recycled. CC Weir's going to go and take a seat in the box as well. However, Crazy Cat is now in Power Jam territory as Alexplosive is sitting down in the box.
Yeah, picking up a multiplayer there.
The lesser spotted Jammer multiplayer.
Being joined in the box by Power Tower. So, Demonburgh with a Power Jam and with just 3 blockers to come up against, but Hazmat is, Alexplosive is back on track. Again, we're talking siblings, Alex Explosive and Hazmat are also brothers. So they are siblings in that team. I think that's 5 sets of siblings in amongst these. What is it? 28 skaters that we've got.
And that cut sees Alexplosive fouling out because they were on 6 penalties ahead of that. So this jam will continue its remainder in a power jam situation for Crazy Cat.
Going around now on a 5th scoring pass with 10 seconds left, has a chance to just put a few more points, possibly get this 20. And look at that, that inside line opens up. Crazy Cat tries to jump, isn't sure whether they made it, so has played sensible. Picked up 2 points though from that pass. That takes them to 160. It's an 18-point jam for Demonburgh, who will have a power jam start, although there is an official review being called by Jono and the Borderland Beasts.
Of course, once we have that information, we will let you know what's going on.
So, as it stands, Alexplosive has fouled out, having picked up 7 penalties. Also fouling out from the Beast was Thing 1 for their 7, and then an 8th one that they picked up whilst in the penalty box. Alexplosive just on his knee in the penalty box, waiting to be released, I think, and have placed him with another jammer for the start of the next jam. Obviously, I think waiting there to see if this official review is to try and get that penalty for Alex overturned, then obviously he won't have found out. He'll be allowed back out, and the other jammer will also be cleared.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've got any update yet. No, nothing yet.
No, yeah, because when Alex sat, I believe there was about 20 seconds left of the jam, so obviously didn't serve the full time. So if it does turn out that the penalty was correctly issued, then there will be some time for. It looks like we're going into jam 15, so that will be a level 2 jam.
Yes.
So it will be some time for another jammer to serve for him.
And it's Hurricane Haggis who's actually sat in the box, waiting. So yeah, I'd imagine if this is overturned, then Alex will return to the box and will return to the bench, and Hurricane Haggis will come onto track to jam. And if it's not overturned, then Explosive will be escorted away from the track, and Hurricane Haggis will remain in the box until the power jam has. And it looks like so certainly Alex is being escorted by his mum. You know you've been naughty when your mum comes and takes you back out. So they were trying to overturn the multiplayer that was given. So it wasn't the penalty he picked up last.
Yeah, the earlier penalty.
It was the earlier penalty for the multiplayer they were trying to overturn. The multiplayer called stands, so Explosive has fouled out, and Hurricane Haggis will start stood in the penalty box. So a short power jam start, but very short. Hurricane Haggis is released almost on the whistle and comes round the outside and does pick up lead. So Hurricane Haggis picking up lead in this level 2 jam for the Borderland Beasts. It's not something that the Beasts have done much in this second half, is actually get lead on the level 2s.
I was going to say that's going to break the streak of lead for Demonburgh in the second half.
Yeah, so it is Maidenhell, though, is the jammer for Demonburgh, and they are out and on a scoring pass. Finding some space on the outside, and just dancing down the outside as Hurricane Haggis is guided to the inside. Well, that was Queen of Hertz. No, it wasn't, sorry. It was She-Wolf. Looked at the wrong column. Number 4, She-Wolf, guiding to the outside as Haggis comes round on their third scoring pass. Maidenhell also on a third scoring pass and closing the gap between the two jammers distance-wise.
And that's Maidenhell being
issued. And Haggis has picked up an illegal contact penalty. So it is a power jam for Demonburgh and Maidenhell. And it will go the full 2 minutes as Hurricane Haggis was the lead jammer, so has now lost that status. Going through, that's taken Demonburgh to 16 points.
This will, of course, be another full-length jam. We've got 20 seconds or thereabouts remaining.
As Hurricane Haggis returns to the track. Looks to complete the scoring pass that they were on before picking up the penalty, which they managed to do. Yeah, that was in the last 4 jams, that has been 4 jammer penalties for Borderland Beasts.
It's a lot to deal with. 19-point jam for Demonburgh plays the 12-point jam for Beasts.
We're back to the matchup of Aussie offense up against Pika. And once again, Aussie offense, I think, has gone through this entire game with a 100% record as lead jammer. But Pika gets through just as Aussie offense comes into the back of the pack to complete their first scoring pass of this jam. Pika coming around the outside. Not before the whistles blow. It doesn't pick up any points. That was a 4-0 jam in favour of the Beasts. Means we are just under a minute and a half left of this game, so definitely have time for one more jam. Aussie offense coming back on as the pivot. We are going to see Hazmat with the star for the Beasts, and they will be up against CC Wiz. CC Wiz already duking around. Hazmat kind of
just such incredible footwork.
Hazmat finds the strength to barge through the 3-wall of Demonburgh blockers.
Wow.
CC Wiz not landing that little jump and getting called for a cut track penalty, so it is a power jam for Hazmat. Last 5 jams, the Borderland Beasts have got lead jammer status.
30 seconds remaining on the period clock.
1 minute 20 on the jam clock. Hazmat in control of that clock with the lead jammer status. And in control of getting through that pack very smoothly, picking up 4 more points, taking the total to 12 for this jam. CC Wiz back out of the box. The Borderland defense not being aware because the penalty box was so close to where they were stood. CC Wiz came on right behind them and had that outside line really clear. Again finds a line down the outside, jukes to the
Brilliant
inside.
Stuff.
Glides past Aussie offense, who was trying to do some defense, and Hazmat picked up a penalty for forearms. So that means this jam will go for the full 2 minutes. CC Wiz will have... No, CC Wiz will not have 30 seconds of power jam because CC Wiz is going to the box. So Hazmat will be released. CC Wiz will finish this game most likely. Oh no, they will be released just about in time because Hazmat will have sat about 10 seconds of their penalty. So they're back on and a big hit there. Hazmat coming in, delivering a shoulder-to-shoulder hit there. Oh no, sorry. The rest have deemed that was a forearms penalty. So Hazmat will go back to finishing finishing this jam and this game in the penalty box.
These young athletes leaving absolutely everything on track until the very last second.
So that is our unofficial final score is 338 to Borderland Beast, 186 to Demonburgh. That means your gold medalist and winner of the Five Nations Junior Roller Derby are the Borderland Beasts.
And well-deserved silver medalists, Demonburgh Junior Roller Derby.
Indeed, they are not. They are the runners-up of this tournament. They are not, no way considered losers at this point. They are the runners-up.
Yeah,
they will go home with a silver medal. I think on top of the gold medal they would have got for their winning their division as well.
Yes.
So again, an incredible season for Demonburgh, and they've got a lot of talent there. For the future as well. They've got a lot of young skaters there who are part of the development squad. I know Beasts have got quite a lot who are still part of the GB setup and will be next season.
Yeah. Just to confirm for your official final score, 338 to Borderland, 187 to Demonburgh.
So there we go.
Another point went on the board for us.
Another point before the end of that. So that does bring our time here with you to an end. Next up on this track, the next game is the Tier 2 gold medal, which we'll see Wiltshire take on Bristol.
Fantastic stuff.
So stay tuned for that if you want to see that game. If you want to go have a watch at what's on track 1, it is the Rebellion Roller Derby up against the Cambridge Roller Billies. That is currently 64 points to Rebellion, 39 to Cambridge. They are 17 and a half minutes into that game.
Brilliant stuff. Folks, thank you so much for joining us for these, what have been 2 fantastic games of Junior Roller Derby. And we do hope that you've enjoyed this as much as we have. I've had a florpin' great time, Tom.
It's been great. I love watching the juniors play. I think they bring such energy, such enthusiasm, and more importantly, they bring so much skill.
Yes.
They have so much skill. It is amazing to watch these young athletes perform.
It's inspirational.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much, folks. I have been and will continue to be Snoogans.
I have been and will stop being Tom Bowler in about 30 seconds. And we've been ably joined and produced by the wonderful Dork Mistress. Thank you so much for all your stats and information and info from the Discord channel. Stay tuned for the next game. Thank you very much and goodbye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.